We can all see Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, the world's greatest investor, sitting in his office, sipping a Coke, scrolling through YouTube and thinking, you know what? Forget stocks. I'm going to build a faceless YouTube empire. Would he start a finance channel where he explains investing with a ukulele in the background? No. Would he hop on the latest TikTok trends? Absolutely not. But would he turn YouTube automation into a cash printing machine that compounds wealth for decades? Oh, you bet. Because here's the thing. Buffett doesn't chase trends. He builds systems. He doesn't day trade. He buys and holds assets that make him money while he sleeps. And guess what? That's exactly how YouTube automation works. So if Warren Buffett were starting today, how would he build a YouTube empire from scratch? What strategies would he use? And most importantly, how can we steal those strategies for ourselves? Before Buffett invests in anything, he asks one simple question. Will this asset generate consistent returns for years? That's why he invests in businesses like Coca-Cola, Apple, and insurance companies. Companies with predictable income, low maintenance, and long-term growth potential. A YouTube automation channel checks every one of those boxes. It makes passive income through AdSense, sponsorships, and affiliate marketing. It's scalable. One video can continue making money for years. And compared to, say, buying a McDonald's franchise, the startup costs are low. Buffett wouldn't see a YouTube channel as just a channel. He'd see it as a business, an asset. And if there's one thing Buffett is great at, it's buying and building assets that make him money for decades. Picking the right niche. Buffett's circle of competence rule. Buffett has a golden rule when investing. Stick to what you understand. He calls it the circle of competence. That's why he doesn't invest in crypto, NFTs, or meme stocks. He only touches industries he knows inside out. If Buffett were starting a YouTube automation channel, he wouldn't pick gaming, pop culture, or trendy niches. Those topics are too unpredictable. Instead, he'd focus on timeless, high-value niches that people will still be watching 10 years from now. Some Buffett-approved niches? Well, finance and investing. High CPM, always relevant and right up his alley. Business and entrepreneurship. People always want to learn how to make money. Self-improvement and productivity, motivational, evergreen content. Book summaries and education. Buffett reads over 500 pages a day. This would be his jam. Buffett doesn't make short-term plays. He builds for the long haul. If a niche isn't valuable in the long run, he's not interested. The smartest approach, buy or build. Now, here's the real question. Would Buffett start a YouTube channel from scratch? Probably not, because Buffett hates starting businesses from zero. Instead, he buys undervalued businesses, optimizes them, and scales them. So, instead of starting a new channel, he'd buy an existing one that's underperforming, fix it up, and turn it into a cash printing machine. This is called the value investing approach to YouTube. Find an underperforming channel. Maybe it has 10,000 subs but poor monetization. Analyze the weaknesses, bad thumbnails, inconsistent uploads, poor SEO. Fix the business model. Improve video quality. Optimize for SEO and scale. Reinvest and grow. Put profits back into better content and more automation. Think about it. Would Buffett start a brand new lemonade stand from scratch? No. He'd buy an existing one, upgrade the recipe, improve efficiency, and scale it into a franchise. That's exactly how he'd approach YouTube automation. Buffett doesn't believe in one income stream. He believes in 5. So, instead of relying only on AdSense, Buffett would diversify his YouTube revenue, AdSense revenue, the core income, but just one piece of the puzzle. Sponsorships, high-ticket brand deals in finance business niches. Affiliate marketing, promoting books, software, or courses for commissions. Digital products, courses, ebooks, and premium content. Paid memberships, exclusive content, and private communities. Buffett hates businesses that depend on a single revenue source. That's why he'd turn a YouTube channel into a full-fledged business. Buffett's secret weapon, compounding growth. Here's the part where Buffett really wins. He wouldn't try to get rich quick. He'd let his YouTube business compound over time. His strategy? Create high-quality, evergreen content, build a loyal audience, reinvest profits into better production, and automation grow faster. Expand into multiple channels and business models, diversify revenue. Let time do the work, compound success over years, not months. Buffett's net worth didn't explode overnight. It grew because he compounded his investments for decades. If he started a YouTube automation business, he wouldn't just make money, he'd build an empire. All right, so by now, we've established that if Warren Buffett got into YouTube automation, he wouldn't just throw together some random faceless channel and hope for the best. Nope. He'd treat it like a billion-dollar investment. He'd pick an evergreen niche, acquire a struggling channel instead of starting from scratch, build a powerhouse team, and set up multiple income streams, so he's not reliant on just AdSense. But here's the thing, Buffett doesn't stop at one good investment. He scales. He buys more assets, compounds growth, and turns small businesses into cash flow machines over time. So now, we're moving into how Buffett would scale his YouTube empire, from one channel to an entire network, from thousands to millions in revenue, and from passive income to a full-fledged media company. This is where things get really interesting. Reinvesting profits. Like a billionaire, Warren Buffett has a simple but incredibly powerful strategy. He reinvests his profits. Most people, when they start making a few thousand a month on YouTube, immediately cash out. They buy a new car, upgrade their lifestyle, and start living like they've made it. But not Buffett. Instead of spending his earnings, he pumps them back into the business, making it stronger, bigger, and more profitable over time. If he had a YouTube channel pulling in $10,000 a month, he wouldn't take that money and blow it on a new Rolex. He'd reinvest into better writers, better video editors, more advanced marketing, and scaling into multiple channels. The formula is simple. Put profits back and grow faster, make even more money, repeat. Buffett's businesses snowball because he plays the long-term game. Expanding to a YouTube channel portfolio. Once Buffett sees that one channel is profitable, you already know what he's going to do next. Buy or build more channels. Buffett doesn't believe in putting all his eggs in one basket. He diversifies. He buys multiple companies in different industries so that if one sector slows down, the other businesses keep his money flowing. For YouTube automation, that means building a portfolio of multiple channels in different but complementary niches. For example, if his first channel is about investing in finance, he might launch a business and entrepreneurship channel so the same audience can watch both. Buffett's approach has always been to turn investments into scalable, long-term businesses. YouTube would be the gateway, but the real wealth would come from expanding beyond it. Warren Buffett is not the kind of guy to flip businesses like a day trader flipping stocks. He's in it for the long haul. He buys, holds, and lets compounding do its magic. But here's the big question. Would he ever sell his YouTube empire? At some point, when a business reaches massive success, there are two paths. Sell for a massive payout. Hold and let it compound forever. For YouTube automation, it would depend on one key factor. Is the channel still growing, or has it peaked? If Buffett saw that his YouTube network was still compounding revenue and audience growth, he'd keep reinvesting profits and let it scale indefinitely. But if he saw that YouTube's algorithm changes, ad rates, or industry shifts were slowing down long-term returns, he'd exit at the peak. That's the same way he invests in companies. Hold as long as the fundamentals are strong, but don't be afraid to exit if the industry changes. How YouTube channels are bought and sold now. Let's say Buffett did decide to sell. How much could a high-performing YouTube automation business be worth? YouTube channels are digital assets that can be bought and sold just like businesses and real estate. They're typically valued based on their monthly revenue and growth potential. A standard valuation formula for YouTube channels is monthly profit x 36. 50 equals channel selling price. So if Buffett's YouTube automation network was generating $100,000 per month in profit, It could be sold for anywhere between $3.6 million and $5 million, sometimes even higher if the buyer sees long-term potential. And if we're talking about a full-fledged media empire with multiple channels, diversified income streams, and an audience that can be monetized in different ways, $50 million plus. That's the power of building a business that runs itself. Surviving YouTube's algorithm changes. Buffett wouldn't just build a cash machine and hope it lasts forever. He'd defend it like a fortress. One of the biggest risks in YouTube automation is algorithm changes. YouTube can suddenly decide certain content styles aren't promoted anymore. Ad rates drop, cutting revenue. Channels get demonetized or limited in reach. Buffett would mitigate these risks just like he does with his investments, by diversifying and staying ahead of changes. Multiple revenue streams. If AdSense dropped, he'd still have sponsorships, digital products, and affiliate income. Multiple channels. If one got hit by an algorithm shift, the others keep generating cash. Audience ownership. He'd build an email list, website, and podcast so YouTube wasn't his only traffic source. The goal? Never be 100% dependent on YouTube's algorithm. Would Buffett buy competitor channels? Buffett doesn't just invest in strong businesses. He acquires competitors to expand his market share. He wouldn't just build a YouTube empire from scratch. He'd buy existing YouTube channels that had solid audiences but were underperforming in revenue. For example, if there was a faceless business channel with 500,000 subscribers but bad monetization, he'd buy it, optimize earnings, and integrate it into his empire. This fast-tracks growth instead of waiting years for a channel to grow organically. The lesson? If you have cash, buying an existing YouTube channel and optimizing it is one of the fastest ways to scale. The final Buffett lessons for YouTube automation at this point. We've covered how Buffett would start, scale, and even exit a YouTube automation empire. But what are the biggest lessons we can take from him? Here's what Buffett would tell us if he were coaching YouTube automation beginners. 1. Think long-term. Buffett doesn't care about quick wins. He cares about compounding over time. If you're starting YouTube automation, don't expect to be rich in 3 months. Expect to build a multi-year asset that can make money for decades. 2. Reinvest profits to grow faster. Most people cash out early. Buffett reinvests into making his businesses better. If your YouTube channel is making $5,000 per month, don't stop. Reinvest into better video quality, better content, and scaling into multiple channels. 3. Build a business, not just a channel. YouTube automation isn't just about uploading videos. It's about building a brand that makes money in multiple ways. If you only rely on AdSense, you're missing out on 80% of the opportunity. 4. Diversify income streams. Buffett never relies on one investment. YouTube automation should have AdSense, sponsors, affiliate marketing, digital products, and multiple revenue streams. 5. Buy undervalued assets and scale them instead of starting from zero. Buffett would look for undervalued YouTube channels to buy and improve. It's faster, smarter, and you get a head start. Either sell for millions or keep compounding growth. That's the Buffett blueprint for YouTube automation. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more news.